Did you ever think a decision by France, one of the United States' oldest allies, could shift the entire global financial balance? France's embrace of China's yuan for trade has left Washington reeling. Could this be the beginning of the end for U.S. hegemony? Or just a pragmatic move in a changing world? By the time we're done, you'll see how this decision could transform global power, and why it might impact your own wallet. The term dedollarization is increasingly appearing in policy discussions, but what does it really mean? For decades, the US dollar has dominated global trade and finance, accounting for 58.36% of global reserves, according to the latest IMF data. However, countries are now seeking alternatives, citing the risks of overdependence on a single currency. France's pivot toward China's yuan is part of this growing trend. Unlike the dollar, the yuan offers trade partners a way to bypass U.S. financial influence. A recent report by Reuters notes that nearly 20% of global central banks have either begun holding yuan or are considering doing so, a sharp increase from 5 years ago. But why would a U.S. ally like France lead the charge in Europe? Let's unpack this. France's economy has always been globally interconnected, with a robust trade network spanning continents. In 2023, its total trade with China surpassed 96 billion euros, making China one of its top partners. French President Emmanuel Macron has repeatedly emphasized Europe's need for strategic autonomy, urging the EU to avoid becoming overly dependent on either the US or China. In April, Macron's visit to Beijing sealed several trade agreements, but one stood out. TotalEnergies, a French energy giant, conducted an LNG trade with China in yuan, the first of its kind in Europe. According to Bloomberg, this deal wasn't just symbolic. It was a strategic move to mitigate currency volatility and sidestep geopolitical risks tied to the dollar. But what's pushing France and other nations to explore alternatives to the dollar? The next section dives into a key driver, the weaponization of the dollar. Please like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us grow. Thank you. The U.S. has long used the dollar as a tool of geopolitical leverage. Sanctions are often enforced through the U.S. financial system, effectively cutting targeted nations off from global trade. While this has been effective against adversaries like Russia and Iran, it's also made allies uneasy. A 2024 report by the Atlantic Council highlights how over 37% of the global population is affected by U.S. sanctions. European businesses have faced billions in losses due to secondary sanctions targeting countries like Iran. These experiences have driven nations like France to seek mechanisms that reduce their vulnerability. De-dollarization isn't merely an economic strategy. It's a political one. But how does this shift align with China's ambitions? China and the EU share one of the largest trade relationships in the world. In 2023, bilateral trade between the two reached 856 billion euros, with sectors like machinery, technology, and green energy dominating exchanges. The EU relies heavily on Chinese manufacturing, while China increasingly turns to Europe for luxury goods and industrial expertise. France has positioned itself as a leader in this relationship. According to Eurostat, France's exports to China include everything from wine to aerospace components. Simultaneously, Chinese electric vehicles have surged into European markets, challenging domestic automakers. But this isn't just about trade. France's LNG deal underscores a growing shift toward energy transactions in yuan. The March 2024 LNG trade between TotalEnergies and China marked a watershed moment. Historically, energy transactions have been dominated by the dollar. The so-called petrodollar system has been a cornerstone of U.S. economic power since the 1970s. However, by settling in yuan, France and China signaled a new era. Energy analyst Ellen Wald, in an interview with the Financial Times, described this as a crack in the armor of dollar-based energy trade. If more nations adopt similar practices, the dollar's role in global markets could diminish significantly. But France's move isn't without risks. Let's weigh the pros and cons. The rewards for France are clear, deeper access to China's vast consumer market, reduced exposure to dollar volatility, and stronger energy security. Yet, these benefits come with substantial risks. Critics argue that aligning too closely with China could make France vulnerable to economic coercion, a tactic Beijing has used against Australia and Lithuania. Additionally, it risks straining France's relationship with Washington, which remains critical for defense and technology partnerships. A recent Le Monde editorial put it bluntly: France must navigate a fine line between strategic autonomy and strategic isolation. But France's decisions can't be fully understood without examining China's larger goals. China has spent over a decade laying the groundwork for yuan internationalization. Through initiatives like the Belt and Road Initiative and the establishment of yuan clearing banks globally, Beijing has steadily chipped away at dollar dominance. Joseph Stiglitz, writing for Foreign Affairs, notes that China's yuan strategy is a geopolitical masterstroke aimed at reducing dependency on Western financial systems. France's embrace of the yuan fits seamlessly into this vision, amplifying China's global influence. But why is this move seen as such a direct threat to U.S. economic dominance? The U.S. dollar is more than a currency. It's a cornerstone of America's global power. From sanction enforcement to foreign aid, the dollar gives Washington outsized influence over global affairs. France's decision to conduct trade in yuan challenges this status quo. A recent analysis by The Economist warned, if the trend toward yuan adoption accelerates, U.S. leverage over international markets could diminish dramatically. But could Washington respond with countermeasures? Let's explore Trump's controversial proposal. Donald Trump's return to the political stage has reignited debates over U.S. sanctions policy. His proposal to impose sanctions on BRICS nations aims to curb their de-dollarization efforts. However, Counsel on Foreign Relations fellow Brad Setzer cautions that overusing sanctions risks driving allies and adversaries alike toward financial alternatives. France's pivot could serve as a blueprint for other nations looking to avoid entanglement in U.S.-China tensions. But trade extends beyond energy and sanctions. Agriculture, a cornerstone of French exports, also plays a pivotal role. China is the largest importer of French wine, and agricultural exports to China totaled 5.6 billion euros in 2023. From dairy to premium pork, French products cater to China's growing middle class. However, rising protectionism and concerns over food security have added complexity to this relationship. For France, maintaining agricultural trade with China is not just about profits, it's about sustaining rural economies. As these ties deepen, the financial implications become clearer. The growing adoption of the yuan is forcing international banks to adapt. Institutions like HSBC and BNP Paribas now offer yuan-denominated trade financing, reflecting the currency's increasing global role. According to SWIFT, the yuan accounted for 3.8% of global payments in 2023, up from just 1% a decade ago. While still small compared to the dollar, its growth trajectory is undeniable. But does this shift signify a broader transition toward a multipolar financial system? France's decision to embrace the yuan signals a departure from the unipolar dollar-dominated world. As countries like Brazil, India, and South Africa explore similar strategies, the financial landscape becomes increasingly fragmented. Yet, challenges remain. The dollar has proven resilient during crises like the COVID-19 pandemic, maintaining its status as a safe haven currency. Whether the yuan can achieve similar trust and stability is still uncertain. Let's consider the implications for the United States. The European Union has long struggled with a structural trade imbalance with China. In 2023, the EU imported 626 billion euros worth of goods from China while exporting only 230 billion euros, resulting in a trade deficit of nearly 396 billion euros, according to Eurostat. This imbalance leaves Europe highly dependent on Chinese manufacturing while limiting its leverage in negotiations. France's pivot toward yuan-denominated trade reflects a broader European strategy to address this imbalance. By adopting financial alternatives to the dollar, EU nations hope to reduce currency risks and diversify their trade mechanisms. However, experts warn that such moves could deepen Europe's economic ties to China, increasing vulnerability to geopolitical tensions. This imbalance illustrates the broader stakes of France's decision to embrace yuan-based trade. But what does this mean for global financial stability? For the United States, a decline in dollar dominance would mean reduced leverage in international markets, higher borrowing costs, and diminished geopolitical influence. For the world, it could introduce instability as nations grapple with multiple competing currencies. Kenneth Rogoff, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, warns, a fragmented global financial system could be more prone to crises, especially during periods of uncertainty. France's embrace of China's yuan represents more than a financial shift. It's a challenge to the very structure of global power. France's decision to join China is a gamble that could reshape the balance of global power. Will this mark the end of U.S. hegemony, or will Washington find a way to reassert its dominance? And more importantly, how might these changes affect your investments, your business, and your future? How is Washington preparing to fight back? We're glad you're enjoying this video. Please like and subscribe. Check out another video that is now on your screen.